Yo, it's King Caesar here, and today we've got a new game type. It is Armed and Dangerous. Today, for some reason, I didn't get my audio into the game, so I'm going to be doing a voiceover just talking about some of the different things going on. This thing that we're calling the Space Needle. It's actually kind of a two-way teleporter. You can teleport into this underground area that Mirage has kind of gotten an interesting experience. If you haven't seen the video that Apex made, it's pretty interesting. There's a lot of layers going on with this character. But anyway, so we dropped in and kind of went at it. But I'm going to be talking about which guns are powerful, which players are or characters are powerful, and kind of what it all means and what I think of this game type. So drop a like, give a follow if you haven't already. Let me know if you like the video. Let me know what you'd like to see in the next videos. And let's just go ahead and get on into it. One of the toughest parts about this game is kind of figuring out which weapons are going to work best for you. I really like the longbow. The thing about it is it does shoot a little bit slower. It does not shoot well from hipfire, so just know that ahead of time. I miss a lot of shots off hipfire shots. Anyway, and the other thing is health is incredibly important. This means that characters like Lifeline are hugely important because they're able to heal their teammates. I'm telling you, you can't find heals hardly at all. Shields are like liquid gold. You can barely find them. Now, with that said, most characters, because shields are hard to find and heals are hard to find, are two-shot when you got the longbow. So it's actually been kind of great. Both Solus and myself have agreed that we feel as though our shot has been more on with the longbow, as you can see here in this clip. Get out of my way, teammates. Bang. 110 pretty much put anybody down, even if they've got a little bit of shield left.
Wow. How did I miss?
Here's a little clip of me missing quite a few shots. This was a game we ended up winning, so I put it in here for you guys so you kind of enjoy it.
Would not be surprised if they're camping up top.
Now, they do have the Mastiff in this game, which is huge. The Mastiff shotgun, obviously a good shotgun in any game type, and it doesn't hurt the fact that if you were to hit somebody really hard, you could get that 150. Now, you saw there, I didn't stop shooting until I hit her. Now, for this, let's talk a little bit more about Wattson. So you can see that I set down the interception pylon. This is huge. I set it in a bad place, so they end up destroying that one, no problem, because I'm carrying around the accelerants. The accelerants, I picked up like 4 or 5 when I'm playing Wattson. Huge for this game type, because you can see that these grenades are coming right at us. It just popped 2. It's going to pop another one here in a second. And it makes a huge difference, because again, you can only find a white shield in this game type, so almost everyone is sitting between 100 and 150 damage. One of these grenades can do 100 damage, no problem, and then also, it's regenerating our shield for us. So as we put this thing down in any of these places for, 50 feet around this pylon, we're able to get our shields regenerated, which is incredible, and a very big deal for us overall. So I'm using these to move us across the field so that they can't shoot at us. My team's going to work the other side. I actually don't even get a final shot in this game, but great way to support your team. I used a couple of them throughout the games to regenerate people's shields. It's almost impossible.
So much right there. What sides were y'all using for members? What was the other?
Now let's talk a little bit about the Gold Mozambique. I put this clip in here real quick because the Gold Mozambique is incredible in this game type because you know exactly how much shield they have. The Gold Mozambique I really won't even pick up in the game But when you know they've only got 50 shield, that means you only have to hit them once with most guns in this game.
Fuck.
And then you can switch to the Mozambique and pop. Get him. So the gold Mozambique is really great in this game type because you can actually, with a headshot, go completely through someone when they have 100 health left but no shield. So big deal. Definitely pick up the gold Mozambiques. We're running 2 in this game. Now here you can see again, just practicing my shot. Boom, hit him for the 104, downed him. The crazy thing with the longbow is even without the skull piercer, you can do 100 damage. So if they don't have any shield left, it's pretty much straight through them. It's also important to notice that I'm hugging walls almost everywhere that I go. It's really important to not get shot because you can see you're sitting at most 150 damage, and that's 3 shots with most guns in this game type. Obviously less if they're headshots, but it's not very many shots. Here I'm using the 6x scope. I don't know why. I do not shoot well with this. 4.8, no problem. 2.4, no problem. But the 6x scope is just tough. Now, in none of these games do I end up using the triple take, but I really believe that in this game type, basically snipers and shotguns, armed and dangerous again is what it's called, I really do believe that the triple take is one of the better guns because it plays as a sniper and almost a shotgun. This is because while no-scoping, you are able to actually get a pretty or fairly clean shot. The big thing is it spreads into those 3 bullets while you're no-scoping, and so it just gives you a great chance to hit people while hip firing. Big deal. Definitely consider using that gun in this game type as it works really well. Once you get a choke on it, you can still hit people for over 100 with headshots, which is pretty great. It also has a higher fire rate than the longbow, which can be super helpful. Now here, we're trying to decide if we should push back forward because we know that that team up there has been fighting for a while and they're definitely hurting. So once we hear them start shooting again and we hear a couple guys pop, we decide to go ahead and push up. I rotate up this right side. Anytime I can, I do try to use the edge of the storm as it kind of hides your feet, the way your feet sound to the players, because it's kind of got that ambient noise, and so it does give me the flexibility to feel as though I can push a little bit harder without having to worry about how much noise I'm making. So we slide in here. You can see almost everybody's dead. There's like 2 or 3 guys left. One of my guys put one of the guys down. I'm going to finish, and then we get the last guy here.
Disappeared. We're good.
Height is incredibly important in this game type, so anytime you can get above people, that's great. What is also important, you can see, because we're on this building, we've got things protecting us from the right and left. Anytime you get high, because everyone basically is holding a sniper, you're going to have people on you all the time. Now you saw there, I hit him for 48, it wasn't even really a good shot. These Mozambiques, they do a lot of damage, because almost nobody has shields. You're not running into purple shields or gold shields. And so because of that, you're sliding through these shields real quick. Now here you can see we're just shooting at people in the open. This is the practice I feel like has been super helpful, and I can't wait to get back to the regular and ranked modes because I think my sniper shot's gone up considerably. Definitely my timing is better. While people are running, I'm able to hit them more often. I'm definitely shooting better overall, so I'm pretty excited about that. Again, Mozambique.
Another notch.
Missed those shots. Watch this one right here. Shot him in the foot. And so that's awesome. So this gun works really well. I ended up dying coming out of the storm, but gotta depend on a guy like Solus, so gets that win for us.
I'm done using the Mastiff. Like, it's just, I'm too worried about conserving ammo, and I can't shoot it very far because the damage drop off on it is terrible.
Champions.
Now in this game I switched to Gibraltar, kind of just for fun because I'm playing with a couple guys I play with quite a bit, Solus and Tokes, who are very good at this game. Tokes got a great shot, Solus we've seen the last couple games. Isn't that weird? There's a few glitches. The colors just showing up on the screen. Anyway, I think that he has a lot of value just because he does take more damage. Also, the shield he's able to drop is a big deal.
Oh my god.
I don't believe his bomb that he throws is that valuable, but just being able to take the additional damage, drop his shield in the middle of the open, it can be pretty valuable. I have a tough time shooting this gun without a sight. You can see here I get lucky just kind of guessing where the guy's running, and like I said, I've been practicing quite a bit playing this game type, so I've kind of gotten the speed of how far to lead people. I guess I did end up using the triple take. Like I said, I really like it. Boom, 72 body. That's with choke, all the way choke. So
oh shit, they synced me.
It does quite a bit of damage, especially considering that most of these people, the most life they're going to have is about 150. So
cross over here.
2 shots plus, you know, cough on his ankle and he's dead. So
this corner as well.
Pretty easy to get those kills.
Still
63 through a shield, so I broke his shield with 1 shot. Again, you can see we're using high points, but the way we're using it is we're barely leaning over, so it makes it tough for us to shoot. Plus, in general, the distance with shooting up, a lot of players have a tough time kind of figuring out the bullet drop, kind of the arc you need to almost shoot at. So we are able to actually hold the top here for quite a while before we end up pushing down. Pathfinder is almost a necessity on teams just to be able to do things like getting high this way.
Looks like they have.
You can see that Tokes is actually playing Octane, who also has quite a bit of value just because he is what I call a people mover. With his launch pad, he can kind of get us around. So between the two of these characters, we're able to get around very quickly. Now the downside for us in this particular game, we don't have a single healer, right? We're not using any of the healers. We can't heal shields, body, nothing. So for that reason, we need to be a little bit more conservative until we are holding quite a few kills. So you can see here we're just kind of sitting back, taking pot shots, trying to put damage on people as much as possible. Again, Gibraltar's defensive bombardment isn't super valuable, as most players are able to move pretty quickly. We also are not that close to each other, so unless you down someone and you can throw it on top of them while their teammate's picking them up, I just don't believe his bombardment is going to do a lot, as people are not really pushing the way they would push in a standard game. And then also we're not getting to those late game circles that are super tiny as you do in ranked. This is an interesting part. You see this guy, he's just glitching super bad, so all my shots are super off. Not even sure why I kept shooting, except I wanted to see if I could actually hit him. Here's the Mastiff. Pretty great. You can actually pull this out of crates. It's just sitting around the map. Just keep your eyes open. I drop my dome just to give a little bit of protection. Go around the corner. And
dude, there was 7 when we were in that last battle.
57. Just kidding.
7.
So here I get a quick shot on this guy for 7-2, which is great. I thought it was a headshot. Maybe it was, and I just didn't have the thing choked.
He came out of nowhere with a Mastiff.
Again, just dropping my shield, give myself a little protection real quick.
I have a Pathfinder knocked on that wall. I don't know if he got
and my teammate goes down over here, but I think he traded, so it ends up it's just a guy with a drop down shield.
Corner left. Oh my!
So I go ahead and get the res.
Flying right here.
Again,
still climbing.
I don't know what we're calling that, but that is, it's a two-way teleporter, right? You can go in the top, or if you're in the bottom, you can shoot out the top. So it's an important thing to know. If you do get stuck down in that Wraith area, you can actually go out by going back through the teleporter, and it'll shoot you out the top as though it's kind of a balloon or a redeploy, which is pretty cool. So just for fun, I decide to throw my defensive bombardment here because I'm tired of not using it. I don't know why I'm even really looting, as there's only one guy left, but I throw my defensive bombardment. and then just kind of sit back. See how much I can do. If I walk through that, I would definitely die. If my teammates go through it, it slows them down a little bit. Actually, I guess I hit the guy twice for 42, so that was helpful for the team, but for the most part, I don't believe the defensive bombardment is very useful, but everything else Gibraltar brings to the table is good. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate you guys taking the time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.
What are you watching? Let's see.
You are the Apex champions.
Oh my god, it was like one of them wanted bolted around her. That's funny. Alright guys, that had to be my last one. And we out.